weren't doing this, who would be down here helping them?
Rescue is on the way for animals roaming the Navajo Nation. Now, this area, stretching across the Four Corners region, has a massive stray population, but it's now shrinking, thanks in part to kind-hearted volunteers from Utah. We hopped on a rescue mission flight down to Kayenta, Arizona, to see how Park City-based Nuzzles & Co. is addressing the need and creating happily ever after for these animals. As the sun rises over Utah, the work begins for these volunteers. Dozens of empty cages will come back to this state full of animals in need of a home. This mission is not just to rescue pets, but keep strays from breeding.
This trip alone, if we save 100 animals and 50 of them are female, it's like saving 3,000.
That's Nuzzles & Co. President Kathleen Warren. Her group began saving Navajo Nation animals in 2014. Since then, the roaming stray numbers have plummeted from 250,000 to 75,000. Within moments of landing in Kayenta, Arizona,
Let's head out then.
the team gets bad news.
What you got, Mama Tamra?
Sick baby.
Kitty?
Yeah, one already died. There's 3 of them.
Tears are not unusual out on the reservation. Here, thousands of animals have nowhere to go, left to fend for themselves.
Many of them have injuries. Many of them are killed on the highway or starved to death or are dehydrated.
These kitties, being kept alive by body heat, are the 2 survivors from their litter.
Look at this little face. Such as day-old kittens. They wouldn't survive.
One will not make it. The story is the same for so many of these animals.
We've got 92 animals that need to be rescued.
The animals in the most need of care will be flown back to Salt Lake. This is an unfortunate problem for reservations nationwide who have an overwhelming lack of resources. The Native people trying to save these animals appreciate the help.
It feels good as long as they get to go somewhere and get adopted out. That's pretty good.
The Navajo Nation is more than 27,000 square miles, about the size of West Virginia, and it only has 4 shelters with 5 animal control officers.
Shelter workers here work long hours with little pay and with not a lot of resources, but they do the best they can.
2 full flights and multiple vehicles will make the trek back to Utah.
You're scared right now. Okay.
While the precious cargo is whisked away, a few volunteers hang back to make sure the animals on the reservation get the food they need.
So we just filled these up yesterday, and it's completely empty.
The Nuzzles team then leaves dozens of bags of food behind for the animals still here in Kayenta. Back at the Nuzzles Ranch, Juniper is getting his first taste of Utah. So is his brother.
Stinkies.
The ones in the back are not so pretty.
They get a checkup,
The ones in front are really pretty.
a cleanup, and a good night's sleep.
You go to their new little bedrooms next to your buddies.
But they didn't stay there for long. They were both adopted.
Hi, sweetie.
And they're not the only ones. Meet my dog, Malcolm. He is also a rescue from the reservation. We've had him for a few months, and he has been a loyal companion, yet independent. He really has worked his way right into our homes and in our hearts. So they're wonderful dogs to adopt.
We're alleviating suffering in the life of an animal. We're changing their life forever. We're giving them a chance, and we change the life of a human being. And we're going to keep doing this until we save them all.
They really do change lives. Now, there are several ways you can help the Nuzzles mission. You can volunteer, you can donate, you can adopt. The group is also having a big fundraiser at the Waldorf Astoria in Park City on July 21st. I'll be emceeing that event. We have all the information on our website, goodforutah.com.